The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Broncos and the Commanders, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Washington Commanders. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit CD at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Again, it's Williams. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Off play action. Presley. And that is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense. Was built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And they'll be let out by their third-year quarterback.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on the national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise, no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. From the gun on third down, Bush. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got it to Hilton. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Bush. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Bush. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. And this one is right down Broadway.
And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
On 1st down, Presley. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. To throw on 2nd down, Presley. And this one is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. It's caught at the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still, nice to know that he's still got it.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Looking to throw. Bush firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
Well, the football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on 1st down. Presley. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And incomplete.
You know, last week I remember asking you what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason. Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with a...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And it's fielded at the 34. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Bush.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he'll get this up awfully close to a 1st down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. (10-3) our score after 1 here on EA Sports.
2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football.
And this one is right through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
So the Broncos coming out now.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
He's got a man. It's Sutton, that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Now a first carry for their fullback. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Greg Dulcich, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Robinson up the middle.
They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Good push up front, and then a run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they're able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
Looking to throw. Bush. And he will find his man on the outside.
He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown! A great play there. 42 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Point after try forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Fielded right around the 8.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Presley.
Out route complete to Dulcich.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. That kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
It's complete to Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Looking to throw. Presley. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he will have a Broncos first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the first down.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talk about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. It's caught on the right side. Williams.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. They had much to the end zone the last time out.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Presley. Eluded. And the pressure gets to him again.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Another drive coming up for this Washington offense.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared?
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Throwing after the interception. Bush.
Looking for the crossing receiver. He's got him. This is Hilton.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
first down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
On 1st and 10, Bush. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bush. He rifles one that's intercepted.
picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in this second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Presley. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Presley. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Denver. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st down, Bush. This is caught by Hilton. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Broncos will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Presley. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's Williams on the catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. A final shot before break.
Presley. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. Meanwhile, for Washington, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
To throw on second down. Bush over the middle. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 47 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Robinson with another carry. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Bush. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Handoff now to Robinson. Down inside the 40. Coming up on 2nd and 7. On the give, here's Robinson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Bush. And he fires one, but incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And that is no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. The busy night continues for Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Looking to throw on second down. Presley finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Denver. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense set to take over again. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Bush. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver's offense now set to go. Throwing after the interception. Presley. That's caught left side by Judy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Presley.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. To throw on second down. Presley, throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. He's got it to the 43 here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Presley, open man. He completes it to Judy. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Throwing on first down. Presley. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Looking to throw on second down. Presley going up top. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. And his kick is right there. It's good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
From the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Again, it's Robinson. Again, powerful running. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Taken down at the 47-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
To throw on second down. Bush. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. On second down now, it's Burnett. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. Washington on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Touchdown Washington. From 8 yards out. And the Commanders have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends. Washington getting the victory here. And a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.